Since we arrived here for the Synod, we were trying at some moment to be with the Pope, to show him this film. And then of course we found out last night that it was going to happen here during the coffee break.
I stopped in Buenos Aires for 10 days. I met his friends, Jesuit friends and the lay friends. I made this movie not for people around, not for you, not for me, but for him. It's a present, it's not a public one, it's a private one, it's for him.
About 20 minutes before the Pope came, some of the hospitality guys came with a little feather duster and dusted my computer and my table. I was like, this is pretty real. I think this is gonna happen.
So he came here and he sat on this chair. He sat for almost 30 minutes, right? And he watched my movie for 20 minutes, 15 minutes, and he looks very, very interested. And because of that, I was very, very happy. I was very touched. Cannot imagine that, you know?
Of course, for me, it's a great moment. There is no difference between bishop and pope, so we were everybody so happy.
It was sort of strange for me because I was standing right behind him as he was sitting in the chair watching the movie. And I remember I was just standing there thinking, I mean, I wasn't even watching the movie. I was like, I can't believe the Pope is sitting right in front of me.
I was surprised when he was looking at the video, because he was so happy when he saw maybe the scarf of his football team. He was so happy, you know? He did like, okay, so it was a great moment, funny, yeah.
Richard was just close of the computer, close to the Pope, and he managed the sound, and he was on his knees.
About 5 minutes into the video, I kind of felt the Pope looking at me. And I was looking straight at the screen and at the volume control, and I was just kind of sitting there thinking, he's looking at me. Did I do something? Does he want me to fast forward? Does he want me to stop? What's going on?
And the Pope saw that. He said, hey, come on, you cannot stay like that. You can sit on my place, close to me. And
I was like, no, in Italian. I said to him, it's okay. And I patted his hand. And then he gestured for me to sit on his chair beside him. And I was just like, we all kind of had a chuckle, and then just the moment passed. But it was so natural.
In that moment, I was like, this is incredible. This is the Pope. This is Peter, you know, and he's giving us this time, and he's sitting with us, and he's giving us this amount of his attention. It's extraordinary.
My first feeling when I arrived in Salt and Light 3 years ago, I feel like in a family. And this moment was a very, very, very familiar time. With the Pope, like a grandfather, and with a child around, with Father Rosica, with you, with myself, with the others. It was very, very touching.
This man is so human and holy at the same time. I see him and I see this sort of passion around him for people, but to be in his presence, he looks at you and the world disappears. He cares only about this person he's talking to.
It's just the way that he does it. It's the way that he looks at people, the way that he talks to people, that it's something special. And I hope that the world, and I hope especially the Catholic world, can appreciate him for what he's doing and who he is.
How could you imagine spending 30 minutes with Pope Francis, showing him a video that you made for him? You cannot imagine that. So when it happened, I was so happy, but I cannot believe still now, you know. And I just want to thank him for this moment.